Hello everyone, welcome back. It is Goblin Gang, and we are doing more Retro Bowl content here. New Beginnings Retro Bowl series. Good win last week. Dude, our defense, the only thing I have to say, Abukum got the forced fumble, which allowed us to get that 2-score lead. Actually, we took the lead because of that, after they had a crazy Hail Mary at half. And then got another stop to give us a 2-score lead. The final drive, though, we gave up 2 4th-down conversions, which allowed Philadelphia to make it a 7-point game at the end of the buzzer, end of the game, even though we should have stopped them and ran the clock out. So it wasn't as close as it looks. We won by 1 score, but we really had a 2-score lead for the entire 4th quarter. Whoa, I need to see that. It said something about bobbles and drops. Guys, please make sure to comment that in the video. I really need to see that advice there. But anyways, let's hop into this game against Carolina. I think Victor looked really good. 4 TDs, that's got to be a career high. Let's go check out that real quick. Let's go to the player records. So passing season, 3,000 yards, of course. Receiving is Tufele, actually, not Chin. Looking at longest passing plays up there, look at that. Longest passing play is 33 yards. Rushing play is 28. TD, though, is 24 yards, and rushing TD is 20. Pass to the air is 26. That's a pretty long pass. So he did have a 56-yard kick. I think he had a 52 and a 54-yarder as well. He's been a really good kicker for us. Receiving game, that's a lot. How do I scroll down? Okay, there we go. 162 receiving yards in the game is a lot. 144. 4 passing TDs. He has 26 on the year, which is not as many as I would expect for him, but it shows you how good our run game's been. TD receptions in a game. It was the backup dude we had. So we haven't had a receiver with more than 2 TDs in a game. 8 TD receptions for Chin this year. That's not that many. Rushing TDs, though, it's Horvath with 14. He just gets a lot of those chip runs up the middle on like 4th and short, 3rd and short. Especially goal line, that's what happens. We get it short, we just run it in. Doesn't matter what down we are. A lot of these long catches result in short touchdowns as well. Like you throw it to the top, you tackle number 1. I think that's what usually happens for me. But Victor has 4 TD last game. That just happened last game. Huge. Field goals made, so we had 4 earlier this year. He hasn't kicked a lot of field goals recently. We've been doing a really good job offensively. Abukum has the most tackles, it looks like, right now, after he had 8 last week. Sacks in the game, Abukum has 2 on the season. Interceptions, Duhart has 1. He was the first guy to get an interception. Forced fumbles, it says only 1. Means has the first one. I think Abukum has 1 as well, but interesting. Longest kick return goes to Klein with 25 yards. We haven't used him in the kick return since he got hurt. Just has a really low energy there, so I think we're going to try saving that. But let's hop into this game against Carolina now after we just look at our player records. Dude, Chin, I don't have to find you. This is the 2nd week in a row. Definitely I've had to find you. I remember finding you last week. We do get a buff to something. Is that strength or something like... I don't think it's stamina. I think stamina is toxic players, so... But anyways, let's hop into this game now against Carolina. Okay, we get the ball to start. Let's see Chin. Let's go Chin. Get to deep. We're gonna need that. We're not returning that. That's too deep. Okay, interesting play here, seeing a blitz early here. We could run it with Victor up the middle, but I don't think that's going to get us more than like 2-3 yards. Or we can run with oh shoot. We ran. Okay. I meant to hand it off, and I accidentally didn't, so now it's 2nd and 16, and we lose 6 yards rushing as well. Good run by Victor there for 7 to make it 3rd and 9, which is a lot more manageable. We're going to run it again. Good run there, gets pushed up for 7. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was an error off the bat. We're going to make up for it right here, though. Okay. Sliding for 6. Okay, there we go. Made it up with Horvath in the next one. So 2 carries for him for 0, even though it wasn't really. Trying another blitz here. Bounce outside all the way. Stiff arm. No, 2 yards there. Breaks the tackle, though. Oh my goodness. Very strong play by Victor here. Going for his 4th carry of the game. Breaks the tackle there. 5 yards. 3rd and 3. Running a play again. Bounce all the way outside. Get the first. Good run there for 6 yards. We cut in a little too sharp when we get to the sideline. We're trying to not run out of bounds, which we do a lot. But we don't have a balance there, which I always say, dude, everything needs to have some balance. I think a lot of those things, even policies and things like that, school rules. And there's always a balance to it. I think when you go all the way one way, you're going to lose out on that. That's a good sack there by Detroit here. Detroit, no, we're from the Panthers. Jeez, okay, let's see if we can get something over the top. Yes, we can. Deep to Chin. Good lead there. 24-yard catch there to Chin. Good job. That's the speed. We were just talking about that last week. I don't remember if we talked about this week, but definitely talking about how he hasn't really been that deep ball wide receiver for us. I think we talked about it this week, so we were talking about Tefele. But yeah, he hasn't been as fast, despite being fast. Okay, good run by Victor there for 4 yards from the first. Let's see what we have here. Don't have to prevail here. We're going to pass to the no-name tight end anyway. Gets 10 yards. They're going to make it 2nd and short. At like the 2.5-yard line. I'm going to run with Horvath here. Diving on a 3-yard TD. Wow. And 4 guys right there on him. You can't bring him down. Short of the line. That was a good dive there. They had a good dive there. Long opening possession here. There we go. Alright, so a lot of running that that possession. I don't think we threw a lot of passes. We threw 1 or 2 passes or something. Not a whole lot of passing. But first quarter, we're up 7 now, so that's what matters most. I don't even know if I was saying something and I forgot to finish saying it or what, but maybe I did. Make sure to just remind me in the comments. I'm glad to talk about it. Talking about balance. Yeah, I think everything needs some balance. Tied 7-7. I mean, I don't want games to be balanced. I mean, those are exciting games when games are balanced. No matter how good the teams are. We dove there. I don't know why we dove. It might have been a lane up the middle, actually. But not a terrible return. Breaks a tackle, though. Victor does go down the sideline, gets tackled for 7 yards just before the end of the first quarter. We get one more play. Gonna be a short pass to Tefele on this comeback route. Bang, bounce outside. Can't make the guy miss, though, at the 40 to end the first quarter. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, sacked again, dude. They're getting to us. They're getting to us, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, 1-yard run there by Victor. It's gonna be 3rd and long. Okay, let's see, can we get Chin deep? Good hands! Oh my goodness, he came in, he had to come in a little sharper there to get that ball. Not the best hands in the league, but luckily, they gave us some room. Oh my goodness. Okay, can't make the guy miss. 4 yards by Horvath. If we can get him to miss, we can get a lot of yards there. Shoots. They're just pursuing us so well. Tried running out of that one with Horvath. Unable to. 3rd and 12 now. Shoot. That was a sack. And okay, I must have hit Y right as I got hit. So now we have to punt. 4th and 19. We're not going for that. Yeah, what's going to happen here? If Carolina has a chance to take the lead here, we're going to have to match them up at half. They're playing really good defense, and I hate when Horvath, he's lost 19 yards off of sacks that resulted in because I pressed Y, were not actually sacks. I'd rather prefer the sack than the negative yards. If it hurts his rushing. Okay, good return there to the 25 by Chin. Not bad. Okay, 4 yards from that one by Horvath. They're doing a really good job containing us. Over the top to Horvath, or Victor, not Horvath. Horvath's the QB there. By Horvath over the top. Good 13 catch there to Victor. Let's see, can Horvath get a run here? Sliding for 6, there we go. That's probably one of his better runs of the day. Not bad. And the gap does. Good lane there, 7 yards, 1st down. Across the 50 now, we can kick a field goal definitely now. Down 7 to Carolina after they've had a really good defense. Got hit right there, actually. Tefele gives for 11. We're going to use our first time out here. 27 seconds left at the 30-ish yard line. That's Tefele threw a little long there. Gets 8 there. 20 seconds left at the 25. Should be enough time. Play smartly here. This is not going to be a smart play. Go for 2 yards, 1st down, 13 seconds left. We're going to have to use our timeout on this next play. Okay, 4 yards on that one. Actually, we have one more play and then our timeout. Okay, we're at the 16-yard line. Can we get a pass down deep? No, we're going to take a field goal here. They've done a really good job containing us. That kick is good. 29-yard field goal by Sweeney. Down 4 at half, and Panthers get the ball to start the second half. We need to stop defensively now. They've been really good defensively on us. It's a little disappointing by our offense, but it's not like we're getting blown out like we did against Detroit. I mean, our division rivals have been the most difficult opponents I think we've faced all season. They're going to score on us again here. So, yeah, Bukum giving up the TD there. Come on. Okay, take a knee here. Good run here with Victor, bouncing all the way outside. Breaks a tackle, 5 yards. Not bad. They just went pretty quickly. That's a little scary. Okay, Victor, a little slow on that carry. Gets 3 yards running out of bounds. We don't want that. 3rd and 2. What could have been an easy first down. Now we have to run on 3rd. Breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, 4 yards there. Going down the sideline, gets 3 on that one. Cuts a little too tightly in. Been a frequent problem for us. Oh, no, I don't like this. Stiff arm there at the line of scrimmage. Nothing special, though. Okay, we're going to hit Chin here. Trying to give him a little bit of space, bouncing outside. Good job. Good feet. Goes 18. If we get that block, I mean, the Tufeli of that one gives us a little bit more space, but not blocking the other dude. Victor with a good run here. Can't break that tackle. 6 yards, so it's a really good run. One of his better runs of this drive. Okay, another good run here by Victor. 4 yards. Do we get the first? Yes, we do. That's how it's done. Tufeli. Back shoulder. 7 yards there. Okay. We're doing some good plays here. A couple of them are a little closer than we'd like. Okay, running here. 4 up the middle for 6 is not bad. We'll take that. Red zone territory, not the 18. Oh my goodness. Good job by Chin holding on to that. Cut back in. No, we cannot. 8 yards on that one. To the 10-yard line now. 2nd and 2. On bounce outside. Nope. Cut up. Bounce outside a little bit more. 6 yards. There's not that at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. We're ref scrambling on this one. Ooh, we get hit. See, that's the thing. You dive there, it's going to be 1. You get hit, though, and it ends up being lost. Oh, my goodness. Nothing there. We end up diving. I forgot I could do that. Now we're at the 5 now. We lost a little bit more yards. Felt like going to be wide open here on the slant. Bang! Diving catch in the end zone. Good job to Fele. We needed that bad. We're going to go for 2 here because we're down a bit more than I'd like. Sending a blitz here. Quarterback gets stuffed in the middle. Down 5 now. 3rd quarter came to an end now. Down 5. We need to stop huge now, or hold them to a field goal or something. 5's an odd score. I mean, usually that's pretty good for us when we're trying to make a comeback. Can we get it? They're in good field position, though. It's not looking good for us. They get the TD. We're down a lot now. We're falling behind. We're 12 points down now. Need 2 TDs. Passing outside. Good return by Chin, just past the 25. Right, have to start passing the ball. Staying in bounds is Victor. Stiff arm there. Push out of bounds, 15 yards, stays on his feet. Really good run here. Look at this run. Tight ropes the line, stays in bounds, doesn't go too far out. Stiff arm there. Just push out of bounds. Really good play there. A lot of time here bought by our O-line. Good play, go out of bounds. Good 10-yard catch there. All the way out. Good job. Huge lane here. Stiff arm, push out of bounds, 16 yards down the field this time. He actually gets brought down, though. Another great run here by Victor. Bang. Looking really solid there. Come on, Capella again. It's enough time. Throw it a little earlier than I'd like. Get the first. No, just short again. Which is not bad. Back shoulder Chin. Good job. Push out of bounds 9 yards down. Stays on his feet. Good job. Throw it out. Incomplete. We'll take that. Defele, we throw it behind them. Okay. Middle of the field. First down, though. Not a lot of time. And then tight end. Easy TD on that pylon right there. They played deep, and we just threw underneath. Right here. Usually his checkdowns are so good there on 2-point conversions. Okay, down 4 now. Let's go onside kick. We don't get it. Come on, force the field. Hold him to a field goal. Hold him to a field goal. We need it. hold them to a field goal. Come on, defense. You know you want to do it. Oh my goodness, that's a long run. Oh my goodness. We score fast here. Come on, don't make us run this out. They're going to make us run it out. Okay, not bad. Okay, not bad. We're going not far enough downfield, though. I'll probably go for the field goal here. We need the field goal. We need to go for an onside kick now. They get the ball back. Okay. Because we're down 8. We needed to go for the onside kick, I think. Because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten the chance. Bokum gets a sack to end the game, but it doesn't matter. We lose by 8. Tough loss. Now we're tied with Green Bay, and this game's going to be close. I mean, we're still the 1 seed right now, it says, but it's going to be a lot closer now. Jeez, we're only a game ahead of Tampa, too. Luckily, it's not the worst thing for us, but we might fall to the 5 seed, which is not terrible. Silver playoff spot clinched. Tough loss. Mean struggle, that's kind of odd. 11 tackles by Hines, yeah. Means did struggle. Boom got a sack, which is a positive for him. Shane had a lot of yards. We threw it to him a lot deep at the end of the game, trying to get some room. Victor, I don't think did terrible. I mean, I felt like our run game was definitely not the most efficient. We definitely had some pressure on Horvath early. If you look at his rushing stats, it's not going to be very efficient. 1.1 yard average. He lost a lot of yards. He got hit like 4 times for minus yards, like a sack that resulted in a negative rushing gain. So, yeah, that hurt his average a lot. Did have a TD. Nothing special more than 6 yards, though. Passing-wise, he got sacked twice in addition to that as well. So, do have to throw it away as well. So, yeah, a lot of pressure there. Like Carolina, shout out to their defense. They're really solid. Victor, 5.3 yard average is not terrible. No TDs, though. His longs was 16. A couple good runs there, but I don't think he had anything really explosive besides those 2 carries. Receiving-wise, he had that 1 for 13. Chin had a lot of catches later in that game, which it shows you can catch the ball. You should have fit it into the defense properly. It's a little tougher to get to him, but we did it anyway. Passed 1,000 yards in the return game on the year. He's averaging 20 yards of return, which is not a lot. We'd like to see that be higher for a kick returner, but don't really have anyone I think I'd prefer to use. Fellow with 10 catches himself, not terrible either. So yeah, 7 TDs, 8 TDs receiving. How many does Quavel have? Quavel has 3. He has 4. Bill's gonna be out one more game. Show up for the finale of the season, right? Season finale. How many rookies do we have? Jeez. Because Ott was when we picked up, right? Drafted. No. Drafted, right? We picked him up. We actually had another O-line we dropped. We had Duhart, which is another DB we dropped, a veteran DB. So 5 pickups on the year, not bad. We did cut 2 of them. Ott, I think, has been a better O-lineman for us. He had 3 blocks though this game, which is not too great. 3 blocks back to back. He's only at 3.7 blocks a game. I think I'd prefer 4, so I think we're gonna trade him. I mean, I'd like to see us get turned into a 2nd round pick. We didn't trade anything for him. I think we traded a 2nd round pick for Klein, maybe. So we have a couple 3rd rounders now. We traded a couple guys, Duhart and our other guy. Let's boost our stadium a little bit. We want to get that fan rating back up for next week. Preferably get 2 points. It's always nice. Playing Houston next week should be a good bounce back win. Maybe we can get a game ahead of Green Bay and hold them to a 1 seed regardless. But let's look at what the... Oh my goodness. Dallas is 500. Wow. And if they weren't the 1 seed, I mean, they might miss the wild card. Because I think Seattle's the last one, 8 and 7. They would miss the wild card, I think. Or I guess they would get in as the wild card. without the division spot, if you just moved everyone up one, they'd be the last team to make it in. AFC Buffalo has 12 wins, so they did lose one more game. Cincinnati's half a game behind them. That seems fairly familiar. I feel like I remember seeing a record like that. Tragic incident. Luckily, DeMar Hamlin's okay. But yeah, so we're a game behind Buffalo as well, and Buffalo are a couple of the favorites to win it all right now. I mean, they just won last year. Let's see what we can do, though. I'm playing Houston next week. Tough loss to Carolina. Defense couldn't make a play when we needed them to. They ended up losing by 8. So disappointing loss. Had really good defense, played really solid against us. We didn't make mistakes, which is a huge thing, like no fumbles, no picks. But we did get sacked a lot, and it just shows you that those can build up and cause games to be lost to. And that's a tough game to lose, not the worst scenario. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Goblin Game. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a game against Houston.